Hello everybody on YouTube. It's Xaldin here, the Magician Master 100, known as the Master of all Spellcasters. Well, today I want to talk to you all about are Spellbooks good tech cards for any spellcaster-based deck? Well, yes, actually. Yes, they are. But it depends on what spellbooks you use. And also, it depends on the deck itself. For example, I use a prophecy deck. A spellbook prophecy deck. To most players would, remember this deck. Now then, the spellbooks I use in this deck are Spellbook of Secret, Spellbook of Crescent, Spellbook of Life, the Grand Spellbook Tower, Spellbook of Fate, Spellbook of the Masters, Spellbook of Eternity, Spellbook of Power, and finally, Spellbook of Wisdom. Now, the thing of it is, spellbooks, believe it or not, are not all just meant for the prophecies. Believe it or not, they're actually meant for any spellcaster, deck. Or, I'm not saying use all of these spellbooks. No, I'm not saying use all of them. No, but only some particular ones. For example, Secret could search out for one of your spellbooks. Crescent could let you do the searching as well, just in case you don't get into your secret. And also, Spellbook of Life can also help you special summon your spellcasters back from the graveyard by banishing one of the spellcasters and revealing a spellbook. Now, if you've all watched my videos, you've noticed I only use two spellbooks in particular. That are Spellbook of Power and Spellbook of Wisdom. Now, the reason why I use only these two spellbooks is because the fact that they work well with each other. And they work well with most of my spellcaster decks that I use. Now, why I use a lot of spellbooks in my prophecy deck is because of the fact that they need spellbooks. That's the reason why. Because the deck runs around spellbooks. But the other thing is why only these two, as I just mentioned, because they work well with each other. Spellbook of Power can actually give your spellcaster a power boost that it needs, and Spellbook of Wisdom can prevent your spellcaster from being, targeted by spells or traps. Now, the thing is, some of you are probably thinking, are they good with shadows? They can be. It depends on what, how you use it. Because the thing of it is, shadows rely on fusion summoning. And of course, if your opponent prevents you from fusion summoning, then, you got nothing. What else do you have? You only have some random bead stick monsters. But with Spellbook of Wisdom, they'll be unaffected by your spells and traps, while at the same time, Spellbook of Power will give them that power boost. Now, even though that only one monster from the extra deck is a spellcaster, El Shadal Winda, what will happen is, what if you end up attacking your opponent directly? True, you can say she can't be destroyed by card effects, but however, the one thing that she can't surpass is Dimensional Prison. That's where Spellbook of Wisdom comes in. Spellbook of Wisdom will basically be sure that your spellcaster is basically unaffected by the trap card. Basically, your opponent plays a Dimensional Prison, you'll be like, nope. So basically, there are ways around El Shadal Winda, but however, like I said, with Spellbook of Wisdom, you'll be able to protect Winda. Now, what if you don't end up drawing into your fusions? And of course, yes, you can say, well, a lot of players are going to run 3 El Shadal fusions and 3 Shadow fusions. But just because you have 3 copies of the card doesn't mean you're going to draw into it that much better. It's a 40-card deck. And the odds of you drawing a particular card you're wanting is not going to be so great. So basically you're going to have some, possibly some beat stick monsters like Shadal Squamata. With Spellbook of Power, basically it will make Squamata a 28 beater to run the particular monsters over. Now, where I get the ideas of teching in spellbooks, believe it or not, mostly Spellbook of Power and Wisdom, I remember there was like this video a little while ago about a somewhat like a Dark Magician deck, basically with Dark Paladin, and you're using Spellbook of Power on him, plus Diffusion Wave Motion. So you can be able to attack all the monsters and destroy them, and of course, Spellbook of Power's effect, basically search your spellbooks. That's where I got the idea from. If I ever find that video, I will definitely leave a link in the description, if I find the video, of course. Either that or I'll, basically mention the video at least, if it's still around. But again, if I find the video, I'll leave a link in the description. Either in the description or in the comment section. But if I don't, at least I'm doing an honorable mention. So the thing is, spellbooks can be good in most spellcaster-based decks, but like I said, it depends on which ones you use. Don't just be like, I'm gonna throw all 9 of these spellbooks all 9 of these spellbooks right here, in one deck. Don't shoehorn all those spellbooks in, because it's basically going to clog your deck. Only use ones that are necessary. The ones I think that are most necessary are definitely Spellbook of Power and Spellbook of Wisdom. They're pretty good tech cards for spellcaster-based decks. But if you feel like you can't search Spellbook of Wisdom and Power, that's where Spellbook of Secret will come in, and you can basically search them. So the main tech cards are definitely Spellbook of Power and Wisdom. But if you feel like teching in Secret, make sure you, have probably 2 in it per deck, probably, if you're planning on teching this card in. Don't tech in 3, because you don't want to clog your deck. Well, it depends on what deck you're running, of course. If it's Prophecies, definitely run 3. So, that is my thoughts on our Spellbook's good, tech cards for any spellcaster-based deck. I hope you all enjoyed. Tell me what you all think. Do you all think that spellbooks can be pretty good tech cards or side deck cards? That's another thing. They can also be good side deck cards as well, if you feel like using them as a side deck. So, tell me what you all think. Do you think spellbooks can be good, either a main deck, well, not main deck, basically like a tech card for spellcaster-based decks, or could they be good side deck cards for spellcaster-based decks? Let me know all in the comment section down below. And also, I'm going to have some more videos uploaded this week, because the reason why I'm letting you all know this now is because the fact that I'm going to be leaving for a couple of days. I'm going to be going to BronyCon, and I hope to see you at BronyCon. And who else is going? It's going to be me and Christian basically going to BronyCon. Christian Dragoon, as you all know who he is. He's my bro, and we're also known as the Trading Card Bros. You've probably seen him in some of my videos. I have also been featured in some of his videos as well. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Well, I'll catch you all later.